Is the second production running now in Marietta. Good buddy of mine. Give it up for the very funny Levi Quimley.
Thank you. Don't keep going with that. He's killing it. This is awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate it. I am from Athens, and we don't get nice stuff like this out there, so this is cool. I do a lot of bar shows in Athens, and they're really sketchy bars. Like, I did a bar show one time recently that had a sign that said no public restroom. I was like, that's too bad. But then I did a show right after that in a bar that said no private restroom. I was like, that's way worse, I think. No, I did a show one time in Decatur, Georgia, and right before that I was trying to eat at Waffle House, and I went to this Waffle House and I found out it wasn't a Waffle House, it was a Waffle House museum. So I was pretty disappointed. I was like the first person to be bummed out to not be inside of a Waffle House. It was a weird feeling. And the lady's like breaking it down to me, trying to order an all-star special, and she's like, no sir, this is just like where you learn about the Waffle House. I was like, I think the only people that take their children to a Waffle House museum are raising those children in an Awful House museum. I did get bad tax news recently. I found out just because I do stand-up comedy for basically free doesn't mean I can claim it as charitable work on my taxes. So I'm pretty bummed. I've been doing a lot of job applications. I did a job interview the other day, and the guy he was going, in a perfect world, he kept saying that phrase, we'd have in a perfect world this many job openings, and in a perfect world, this job description for all those. And I'm like, dude, in a perfect world, I would be interviewing at a Costco right now. Like, it's not going perfectly for me, I'll just tell you. It's not my fault. Like, I get a lot of advice from wealthy people. They'll tell me things like, you need to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. And I want to do that, I just don't really know what bootstraps are. That sounds like rich guy jargon to me. Like, I've got boots and they don't have straps. Like, that's like a rich guy telling a poor guy, why don't you lift yourself up by your house's elevator, man? It's not that bad. It'll get better. Another piece of advice, people tell you, don't put all your eggs in one basket, but that just sounds like propaganda spread by basket salesmen to me. Like, a guy's got 2 eggs. He don't need 2 baskets for this. I'm just saying. All right. Thank you. No, I had a rough childhood coming up. Like, it wasn't my fault. I grew up very poor, very southern, very white family. We had a lot of nights we'd go to bed, nothing to eat for dinner but stale crackers for dinner. It was either that or eat my 2 older brothers, and if I didn't like stale crackers before... The other hard part was sometimes we would run out of body wash in the shower. You'd have to use shampoo to wash your body. That always sucked. Like, has anybody ever had that you have to use Head and Shoulders to wash your knees and toes? Anybody? The other hard thing is we didn't have all the cool games when I was growing up. Like, we didn't have Hungry Hippos. We had eating disorder rhinoceroses. It was much worse. Even when we would play the good games, like playing Monopoly with my parents was hard. Like, playing Monopoly with 2 parents while they're going through bankruptcy is stressful. It's like, why are you the banker? I should be in charge. Come on. It's always weird for me to then say I have a child, a 4-year-old daughter. I'm very proud of her. She's wonderful. And I have to teach her about money now. And that's very stressful for me because she wants things. The other day we were driving in my car. She goes, Daddy, does your car drive itself? And I have to explain to her how we're poor because I do this. And she just goes, like she's judging me on my finances when she's 4 years old. And I want to be mad, but then I went home and I looked at all the debt I have in my bank account, and technically she does have more money than I have. Because like she's got $0, I've got way less than $0. It's fun having a kid. Like, you have to keep them entertaining, and that's hard. Like, I have to watch movies with her. Like, her favorite movie right now is Alvin and the Chipmunks. And I hate it because it's a guy at the beginning of the movie has these chipmunks in his house. He just kicks them out. He doesn't care if they can talk. He's get out of my house. But then the second he finds out they can sing really good, he turns into Sandra Bullock from The Blind Side. He's like, actually, y'all live here. This is y'all's home. And it just seems like that's a weird message. message to send to kids. And the other thing I don't like is that they find out these chipmunks can talk first thing in the movie, and then they find out they can sing Beyonce, and they have no follow-up questions. They don't care. You would think talking animals, you want to talk about animal rights, like environmentalism, they're like, oh, you can sing Fergie. That'll just about do it. Honestly, we don't need anything else. I want to see a Kendrick versus Lamar, like I want to see a Kendrick Lamar versus Drake rap beat between the album and the Chipmunks, and then those hamsters from that old Kia Soul commercial. See what adorable little skeletons get dragged out of their closets, you know, out the squeaks, you know what I'm talking about? It's gonna be good. Her other movie she likes is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. She loves that. And I like that one, but I heard they're making a new one. It's going to be different. Before, they've always had them look like turtles, but they act like teenage boys. In the new one, they're going to look like teenage boys, but then they're just going to act like turtles the whole time. So less ninja stuff, more just like crawling around nonverbal, sunbathing, a lot of that. It'll be a good movie. Arty, very arty. A lot of, no pizza, a lot of flies and lettuce is what they're going to be eating. My other favorite thing about the Ninja Turtles is the fact they wear masks. Like they're trying to hide their identities. Like that way they can still go to the store if they want to or whatever. Or it's like the police show up and they got surveillance footage. Like we're going to finally catch these vigilantes. And they're watching like, oh, we got clear footage. Oh, no, they got masks on. We'll never find them. I love animals though, I love animal facts. One of my favorite facts about animals is that ants are one of the strongest animals pound for pound. Like they say a colony of ants can support the weight of a skyscraper, which is amazing because my Aunt Donna came to support my comedy dreams. That's my Aunt Donna. My other favorite, I have a speculation about animals. I think the guy that invented the scarecrow is the same guy that decided that crows and ravens are not the same animal. Because I think what happened is he was trying to sell one of his first scarecrows and he's got it out in the field and he's pitching it and the other guy's not buying it. He's like, dude, there's crows all over. I'm not going to buy this thing. And the guy's like, pivoting. He's like, actually, those are ravens, my friend. This scarecrow is working perfectly, but for another $50, I'll bring you a raven. I'll get you a scare raven right now. I like that mascots are always weird. Like they have animals for mascots. I had a cousin, she played on a girls' basketball team called the Lady Bulldogs. Like y'all know they like not all bulldogs are male. Like they do have. It's not like hey, our bulldog had puppies. We got some bulldog puppies. Also, if you're interested, we got a few lady bulldog puppies as well. I don't think they do that. If they want to be gender specific, they can just call them like cow dogs. That would be better, I think, just for my peace of mind. I also don't like that the forest fire deterrent mascot is called Smokey the Bear. That seems mean to me. That'd be like if they had a deterrent for World Hunger mascot called Skinny the Squirrel. I want to tell you a story about the first date I ever went on. I was lucky enough as a teenager to take a young girl on a date. She went to a different school, which was important, so she didn't know how weird I was. And then I asked her to go to a Mexican restaurant because she's a Jackson County, Georgia girl. I'm thinking Mexican restaurant, she'll think I'm cultured, right? So we go, and we get there. They have a ramen special at the Mexican restaurant. I'm thinking, boom, double culture. You know, I'm not sure how to at this point. We're doing good. But after that, we're walking at a park and going next to a pond, kind of like that, very beautiful, very peaceful. When I had the pain hit me. As if the nations of Mexico and Japan have now signed a peace treaty of sorts and declared war against my small intestines. I'm on my first date, I gotta start making decisions, I gotta do something. So I think with the virgin, I asked my date, I said, can you go get chapstick out of my car, please? And I've never had chapstick ever in my life. I just need, it's gonna take a while, whatever. So she runs off. And then I go behind very, very small tree, about like this. And I get into this pond a little bit, and I pull my pants down, and I just start spraying diarrhea into this pond in the daytime. And it was great until I had a problem. I realized that they don't have toilet paper in ponds. They're like horribly understocked, but I gotta do something. I gotta figure it out. So the only thing I can think of is I'm just going to splash pond water on my butt. Georgia trash that I am. And it's loud doing that, a lot of water splashing, and I can't hear much, but I certainly can't hear my first date as she walks through the wood line. But I look up and make eye contact with her, and I realize right then that we're not going to have a second date. I'll make a bunch of notes for the great Zach Hadlock, everybody.
My dad, I do a Furkids in the bathroom. Just kidding, I work here. I don't do Furkids. One more time for Levi.